What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? On here. What's up? What's up? On here. How we doing? Should we, so many people I'm kicking. Kids were in my office destroying stuff today. Ugh. Alright, let's pull, let's get this music up here. What's up, Miss Beta? Okay. We're back. We're here. What's up, Rogue? Let's pull up. Oh my gosh. I wasn't even here, and Jason gifted 10 members. Thanks, Jason. My bad, man. Sorry I wasn't here. Sorry, I was trying to put the kids to bed and all that other fun stuff. What's up, Rogue? How you been? Where's Dry? I haven't seen Dry in a minute.
Lizard.
Where's Mr. Dry at? Discord. All right, we'll knock out some reviews real quick. All right, let's go ahead. Pull up. He quit. You should ping him. Yeah, ping him. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. All right, we had a lot of reviews yesterday. We'll see where people are at here. Account review. Let's go with the full screens. Here we go. My gosh. Look at this. All the reviews we did yesterday. So many. So many. Jacko. Where's Cheesy? Now we got an hour. We're gonna knock out a bunch of these in an hour. What? This was just deleted. No, can't review anything. There's nothing there. What we got here? Is anybody on that submitted one yesterday? Oh, I should probably announce that. I might What am I doing? Everyone. Da, 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 da. What's going on? FNX. How is FNX these days? You guys ready? Ready for war starting here in about a week? All right, send in something real quick. All right, back. Well, I don't. Yeah, my wife probably wouldn't like that either, so it's okay. Don't know what's going on with Jacko, but we'll go ahead and take a look at some of these real quick. What tech should I focus on? Mastery, siege defense, and VIP 14. Okay. 947, 54 million. Not bad. Oh, he's on the left, right? Yeah, left side. Okay. 23. Yeah, so I'd be pushing Lucius up to 30. Yep. Looking good so far. We need some data chips. Need some 4-star data chips here for sure. Lacking in the data chips. Again, I said this before in the stream last night that when you're doing this gear and you got all these 4-stars everywhere, do 4-star data chips, then 4-star armor and radars. I mean, you can have like 2-star armors and radar pieces and push a 4-star data chip, and you're still going to get some damage reduction because you're going to get naturally damage reduction from these. But then you're also still getting attack. And these two pieces don't give you an additional attack. So you want to push their damage output. Maxing out the defensive gear doesn't do that. You're making them survive a little bit longer, but if you can burst down the other team, you're going to be in a better position. You don't exactly want to turn it into like a long haul kind of thing. Look good. Look good. All right, tech. Okay, aircraft is maxed out. I would definitely say knock out some siege and defense fortification. Just push both of those. Probably get them up to like 70-ish%. 70-75%, depending on like where you get the HP, attack, and defense from, where you're at with all that stuff. I'd push that up, just try to get as much as you can. And then go in the tank mastery tree and try to level that up. That'll just help with the Murphy on the team. Yeah, I passed you already. I just started. I'm pushing this up to 3-star. Nice, nice. Nice. Oh, that's just the drone set. Okay. Yeah. Hello. Why is she in here? That is the first time I've heard a missile squad. Oh, I got no data on that. I'm not a big fan of 3 defensive heroes. I see that here and there. I'm not a fan of it. Yeah, not a fan. I just don't think it does as well from what I've seen. Oh, yeah, I mean, not a whole lot to review there. Not a ton to go after. Defense, siege, fortification. I don't know why I just said that backwards again like I did last night. Yeah. That's what I would say. Hello? All right. Do I have a Discord server? Nope. It's in the description. All right. Whoops. Wait, which one was that? Let's go. Let's do that to market. Cheesy. And that's a pass. All right. Moving on. Okay. Kidding. $792. Are you in the same grouping as Prison Mike? Isn't it like 765 or something like that? So we're on the tank main. Okay. What's with well, we got a 4-star data chip on Williams in the front. And why does Murphy have the mythic in the back? What are you doing here, Cheesy? What are we doing here? Swap this gear, bro. Swap that gear. Oh, I gotta turn the lights on. This is driving me crazy. When do I say anything? Leave me in the dark. There we go. Started 3 months ago. Welcome to the game. And got everything maxed. 179 drone, not bad, not bad. So 9th, not terrible. So tank mastery is maxed, 81, 52. I'd probably do a little bit of siege. I do a little bit more siege, and then start working on missile and aircraft mastery. Or did I say siege? Defense. Defense fortification. One more defense fortification. Who is this Goose person? He has I think he hit VIP 18. He might have just hit VIP 18. But their server was one of the strongest servers to win Warzone duels without any like VIP 18s against several servers with VIP 18s. This is a very, very strong server, very strategic. Yeah. $82. Oh, what do you have? Just good. I just realized who asked that. Oh man, I'm done. I'm done banning people from chat. Yeah. So, anyways, defense fortification and working on the masteries. Get into that. I would just do like 40 and 40. 40% missile, 40% aircraft. Get to 180% and start working on the tacticals and weapons. Pretty good tactic cars there, higher than mine. I know. I figured that out after I read. I didn't read the name. I read the message real quick, and then when I saw some of the other comments, I was looking at it and I was like, "All right, mess with me. Watch out. You better keep your teams on your wall. I'm gonna pour you." He's still only 17. I don't know why I'm looking at this page. All right, moving on. There you go, Cheesy. You get an A for absolutely atrocious. How about that? Just Samson. All right. This this is not a lot to work with. What like I don't know what I'm supposed to say here. I mean, aside from tech. We're going ham on tech here. Headquarters 30. Pushing this to 80%, I'm guessing. I don't know. Moving on. Need some quick reviews tonight. Well, like what? What are we doing? Guys.
Lizard. Lizard.
Tell Goose that Rogue is stronger than him. Not much bigger than your old account. What was your old account? What's your old account? Are you 17 on JSO? Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here, guys. I think people are just like excited, like, oh, I'm gonna post something on the account reviews. You gotta put battle reports. One day. Here we go. Oh, we actually got pictures on this one. We got pictures. 50 mil now on the earlier account. What's 50 mil? Wait, what? MK. Wait, what's MK account? Oh, Mountain King? You gave Mountain King that account, right? Yeah, you gave him that account. So I wasn't losing my mind because I messaged him one day and I was looking for you and I was like, where did he go? I couldn't find your account anywhere, but I saw Mountain King at the top. And I was like, Mountain King was not that much bigger than me. Wait, whose account do you have then? Who took Mountain King's? I'm confused with this whole like musical chairs with accounts. All right, currently 4 days until season 2. Process change from air to missile. Duelo de Alianzas. Okay. Okay. I don't need to see the gear for the other teams. We all know what those are going to be. What does this team look like? Where's the skills? Okay. It's not bad. I mean, I didn't switch. What did he say? 4 days until season 2. Yeah, I didn't switch to aircraft until after season 2 from tank to aircraft. So switching from aircraft to missile. Ahead of where I was. And it looks like he knows pretty much what he's doing. If you don't know, Swift, his auto attack is actually way better than his tactic ability. Like when you're looking at damage per second, this is actually much better. So it's like the opposite of Tesla and Kim and Stuntman and those guys. This is going to be better to level up first, followed by tactic and the passive on Swift. So, yep. Okay, sold his to Knit. He left. All right, so Mountain King left. Or do you mean like when Mountain King took yours, he sold his account to Knit? I was gonna say because like people jumped all over the place. I remember Mountain King being strong, but like not that strong. Yeah. Oh. Where was I going to look? Oh, I think the biggest thing, yeah, it's going to be the skill chips. Oh, man. Oh. So it's not bad. compared to where aircraft at. And if it's anything like me, you're opening missile chips all the time. Where's tech here? Oh, he's already working on missile mastery. I wouldn't worry about a mastery tech right now because it's so cheap in comparison to the mastery tech. You're gonna get a lot more bang for the buck out of your siege and defense fortification. I would be working on these two for sure before I was pushing mastery tech up. I mean, you almost got nothing in defense fortification. Seems just the glass cannon at that point. Do nothing for you on defense. Yeah, I'd push these up some before worrying about it. At least like 40-50%. Could be even a little bit less than that. And then push this up a little bit, but man. Kind of where it's just like the cost of things. Like how long does it take, the cost of it versus what you're going to get out of here. Because he's already got a decent like aircraft team, so you have a decent aircraft team and a good missile team. So defense siege fortification, you're getting a little more bang for your buck with those. Yeah. So gear. This was his. He's on the left, right? I'm assuming this is him. Man. I got so much ore wrapped up in these. It'd been better to give, like, Carly a mythic radar than a mythic gun on Morrison. So the funny thing is, Morrison, he likes to do more damage to aircraft, so a mythic gun on him it's kind of funny. Yeah, man, gear. I was gonna say defensive gear is kind of lacking, but at the same time, it's not like he's got a lot of offensive gear either. I'd probably do like the 2-star data chip on Diva, get a 2-star data chip, and then work on another, or at least do 2 stars here. Get all these to 2 stars. What I would do next. So 2-star data chip, and then 2-star radar armor. Then maybe a 4-star data chip, or do 3 2 stars. A couple different ways to play it. Thanks for the sub. I appreciate it, Mr. Blade. Yeah. Oops. Yeah, there's a couple things you can do there. No, it looks like that's it for the reviews. That was kind of fast and easy. Yumis, what are you doing? Got it. I got it. That makes total sense. Um, check battle report. Why did you send me something? I was about to pull up the game. Hold on a second, you miss. All my things bugged. Some crazy lag going on. Dude, I'm on you should have started an account on 2001. You missed. That's where my little baby account's at. 2001. Should I move around in my any of the tank gear? Oh, here. Mr. Small World. Pretty close fight. You don't have any mythic radars? Oh, mythic armors instead? Dude, mythic radars. You know that by now. Dude, you missed. Just sell that account. Come to 2001. Come to 2001, man. Or just ask Maester, get an account from Jamie here. Just get Jamie's account, and then Jamie can build another one. I mean, that's really all you got to move around. I would probably put this data chip on the Williams up top here. That's probably about it. I mean, the mythic stuff, it's kind of a toss up and which one would be better on. But as far as the data chip, I would probably just throw it up on Williams. Let him survive a little bit longer. Can't type. I'll sell mine cheap. Dude, why? Do I know Nisi? Yeah. We got more FNX in here. All right, should I just buy the base skin? I was gonna wait for stick, but I think we'll just do it. Let's do it. Here we go. What's up? Only one. All right, so 219, 147. Let's pick these up. Boom. Boom. All right, now we have everything. Aside from the one decoration skin. Where's that nameplate at? Oh, it didn't break 220. No, quick. I forgot I get the buff like. Oh, I get it at 51. Okay. It's on my baby account. Hold on. Let's go over here real quick. Just do it. I get a buff at. What am I doing? 55. Okay, so I get it on the main, and then I go over there. Who's pinging me like crazy right now? I'm just looking at that. Which one do you prefer? This account? Or my baby? They're both unique and interesting in different ways. There we go. I'm just missing one now. Aside from a VIP 18 skin. Just missing this one. And then I just need to get the season skins. Oh yeah, we got Canyon Storm tomorrow. Yeah, buddy. Oh, what base? What base? What base? Ooh. Leon, what's up? No, you have this. That's your main. Have a second in the baby. Oh, the second. So the problem with the second is, and I talked about this. I don't remember if it was last stream or the one before. I can't. It's not competitive. That's the problem. I don't spend any money on it. I would have to basically spend like 3 times as much as I spend on this one and the baby account to try to get it competitive. That's the problem with it. And yeah, there's the problem I'm going to run into as well is the fact that pretty soon this server 96 is going to be lumped in with the OG servers, and so at some point my baby account may not be needed because it's kind of there for content purposes. Ashley, thanks for the sub. Oh, by the way, did we hit 300 people on the Discord yet? I said I was going to give some money away. Where are we at? 2,959. We got 40 people to go. We need to get 40 more people on the Discord server. And then I'll do a $100 giveaway. What's up, Ashley? Oh, you were in 2001? Is your name Ashley up there? Baby, and thanks for the sub, man. Appreciate it. Blew up in World Chat last night. I was not paying attention at all last night because we had like tornado stuff going on, and we're huddled in the basement with the kids. I gotta get my team straight here real quick. So yeah, I didn't really play last night. Oh, buddy, what's up? Dude, yeah, I know. I said it. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. You know, Deer left. Once Deer backed away from the game, and I didn't say anything for the longest time, but then things just started falling apart, and I was like, all right, it's clearly going to end up one way, and that is with everybody leaving. Once Deer stepped away and she stopped gaining power, just the whole dynamic on that server just completely changed. It was all different once she stepped away. I think it was certainly like a combination of one, people, like there was a lot of people that relied on her. It was like, all right, Deer needs to show up. If Deer doesn't show up, we lose. And like there was kind of like that mindset. But then like the other thing too was a lot of people transferred to that server or stayed on that server because of her, because there was that like expectation that that server was going to be great. Like 71 was supposed to be better than 96. Yeah, I can show it. But then 96 ended up being the juggernaut. And it's not even because of Bria, which Bria was the biggest player here. Bria was the only VIP 18 on the server. Stick and PT were not VIP 18s. Stick wasn't even a VIP 17. Maybe he just, I think he just hit VIP 17. It was like right around VIP 17 when he joined a year ago. So 1 year ago he was VIP 17. And now he's one of the biggest players in the game. Pretty darn close to it. Yeah, so when Deer left and you know, there was the whole thing with season 5. I knew Hulk was leaving, and with Deer gone, I knew King was probably going to leave too. And then Deer ended up selling the account to, I think it's like the Chinese or something. No, I don't remember. All right, so I got that right. Got that straightened out. Think you can maybe listen to it in Korean on a live show? No, I don't. Yeah, I don't know how that would work. I'll try this one. Um, where is? All right. Thief made a call to trust. No. You were told to come here and learn from me. Oh, the 2001, you mean? How's the insurance business? I didn't know I was in insurance business. What's up, clown? Dude, I haven't seen you around in a minute. Didn't you leave the country, or weren't you going to leave the country? What happened? Oh yeah, yeah. Just imagine it's only going to get bigger whenever they do the next big update. It's gonna be like a whole metropolis. It's gonna be like Sim City up in here. What? uh, yeah, yeah. I really wanted to see. I really wanted to get like into a match. It would have been fun. Like 82, they beat 86, but like 80, was it 150 or 152? And then like us, 82, 86, 81, like L and those guys. I think that would have been a pretty crazy matchup. They just need to do that, man. Just take the biggest servers, throw them into like the champions Warzone duel bracket. Because not to say 196 is weak by any means. 196 is not weak, but we like absolutely just dismantled them. Any ruined clown. Oh yeah, sorry, you missed. Clown's in Twitch. Clown chooses chat in Twitch. I forgot I don't have the. I need to put the chat back in the stream so everybody can see the chats. Dude, that's funny though. Imported from Spain. Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, Clown, you miss is in YouTube chat. I'm lazy. I need to put that back into the. When I change the streaming template, you have to manually add that stuff in. What do we got today? Total mobilization. Ooh. Clown says, "What's up, you miss?" Do server transfers get any better at all? No. Not yet, anyways. They haven't. We'll see what happens after season 6. Yeah. Yeah, dude, I just like ever since Deer left her account and like after season 3 ended, the whole vibe on that server just completely changed. And like you knew it was not going well when the transfers that were coming in, the purple seats and stuff, were then leaving the following season. It was 2 seasons in a row that happened. And yeah, you just can't have that happen and grow a server when you're losing more power than you're gaining. You miss what's up, Clown? It's fine. I feel like I'm a translator for your guys' conversation. I got 21 minutes until, was it 21 minutes or 20? 25 minutes. I got 25 minutes till I get the buff. Well, it was, yeah, okay. It wasn't just her, but I think once she stepped away, started stepping back, stopped spinning, all that stuff, it was around that time that things were getting kind of ugly. But yeah, I know, like the whole thing with Tyson and all those guys, and then the whole thing with Mike. It was a bummer. And the crazy thing was, it was like we dominated season 4. We took first and second in season 4. Both alliances finished in the top 2. And yeah. Just because you were gone. Yeah. It all fell apart because you left. People that talked a lot and expect everyone else to do everything. Yeah. I did. So I never really paid a ton of attention to like who was showing up and who was showing up to some stuff. But I was surprised. I was surprised that there wasn't as many people showing up to Warzone duel fights, showing up to just fighting in general. Yeah. That was a bit surprising. One came better. Well, it wasn't so well. The bad season came like after everything else. So there was already some pretty massive cracks in the foundation before season 5 started, and then season 5 started, and then yeah, the floor fell out. Just chilling here waiting. It's like pinging like crazy. Okay. Just in my ear. He goes room server. Yeah. Rip 71. Such potential. Such potential. Yeah, I don't get it because there were so many times where we had a lot of players locked in and we were working so well together, and then we had some people do some pretty dumb things in like season 3 that almost threw the season for us. Dude, that was that was just a mess. Oh, us winning season 3 was pretty wild. That season was just out of control. Who was on 70? I can kind of see. Vaguely like remember names, but like off the top of my head, I can't remember exactly. 70 was like one of those quiet, strong servers. There was 69, 71, and then of course you got you got into the 80s and stuff. Yeah. I mean 70 was pretty chill. They were a really good group to work with. Ever since season 1, they were a really good team to work with. Yeah. Have I talked to PT a lot? Yeah. I haven't. I kind of ping them here and there randomly. Yeah. Hey, there's Stick. The man. Dude, I was waiting for you to join the stream. I think Goose is going to be joining soon. But yeah, I was waiting for you to join the stream before I bought the base skin and stuff, but I just did it. I just went ahead and bought it. Oh. But thank you, Mr. Stick, for hooking me up with the gifts so I could pick it up. Appreciate it. Yeah, we got some dude named Stickman or something around here. See if I can get a dig here. The man, the myth. I didn't know when you were going to join. You're like, oh yeah, this week should be pretty quiet. And then you're like, I'm really busy. Better shield up tonight. But yeah, PT, I I know where PT's at. He actually lives near some of my family. Like, pretty darn close. Hey, nice. Yeah. Chaso. Okay. The guy with the username that's pretty darn close to it. Stick, I'm gonna share chords. You gotta gem and attack to him and just burn him real quick. Jay, so you gotta put all your teams on the wall and try to stop Stick. Okay. Yeah, no, he's super cool. Who? Mem study. Were you on 96 before? Hey. Hold on, I gotta cut. Good. Hold on, let me cut the music here and switch get my audio right here. Yep. I told wait, wait, hold on. Oh, I gotta join this. There we go. Oh, it's all good. Wait, why is this not popping up here? Wait, there we go. All right. Go ahead and talk. Oh, he's getting his car. Never mind. All right. Goose, everybody. He muted himself. He'll be back in a second. You'll jump in the chat with us? I can see if we can ping you in here after. We got 27 minutes here. Is season 6 coming out or not? Yes. I don't know. Somebody sent me something on it the other day and I completely missed my I don't know what's going on with my YouTube stuff, but for whatever reason, my whatever you call it, notifications, my notifications are bugged. I'm having a hard time getting my notifications to work. It's when I click on it, I can see recent ones, but if I click on one and then go back, it shows me older ones and I can't fix it. Hey.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing well, doing well.
Mr. Goose.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for jumping in stream again. It's been a minute, man. I feel like I've been talking to people and I'm like, oh, that wasn't that long ago. I'm like, oh, shoot. Like, oh, that was like 6 months ago or 8 months ago. I'm like, dude, time is just flying.
I mean, some off seasons movement is, smaller if you have like a limited status. But if you have a semi-open or if you're someone who's moved to a new server, it takes time. Like you all gotta adjust, get to know your new teammates and stuff like that. So I feel like I've just been pretty focused on bonding with the team and our new members since we had a gold seat this time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, as the R5 of the group, I think it's to take your time to talk to as many people as you can. We rotate in some like guest R4s every week. Couple of our OG players and a couple of the new players. just to kind of get to know each other and pick each other's brains, see how different alliances and servers did things, learn from each other, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, a lot of focus on internal right now for myself.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot better than us. I mean, we came over and Stick was like, "Hey, you better listen up, or I'm just going to burn you until you leave." So it could have been that. So
you could do that, and if you know Stick, he could say that too. He's got a special way about him,
Yeah. No, he was in chat. I don't know if he jumped out or not, but he was in here a minute ago. Goosey Lucy.
Okay.
Leon.
I still remember the big call you had with a bunch of 18s, and Stick and Aubrey were on it. I think a Peanut was on it or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And Stickman,
Yeah.
his voice and his character is exactly how you picture it would be, just by talking to him through text in the game. Yeah, I was not surprised. I told Aubrey this, though. I was like, Aubrey, your voice is a little more high pitched than I expected. You're a little more energetic. I kind of pictured you as this guy with a deep voice because you were always such a big player.
Yeah. Just like, the way he talked, I didn't really talk to him too much until like the first round of transfers. And then I talked to him kind of like here and there. But then when I started doing this and like talking to more and more people, I like just some of his responses. Yeah, I kind of felt like that. I wouldn't say like macho man, but it's somebody you're thinking like, oh, it's going to be kind of like this big dude or whatever, kind of like a deeper. Then I heard him in chat. Shoot, that was like 6 months ago or whatever that was. It's just kind of funny. Then you get on a call with somebody, you're like, oh, okay, not what I expected, but he's a funny guy. But yeah, Stick.
Yeah, super energetic guy, both of them in different ways. So I'm sure you guys are having fun over there in 96.
Yeah. Stick and I talk very often. Just random like life stuff, like projects we're working on. We're sending pictures about different things. So just a fun guy to chat with. Yeah, he's very energetic and excited about things he's doing. That's for sure. Let's see. He's sending me something.
Yeah, I do love how the game's evolved. The big players all have mutual respect for each other. 99% of them. They all know each other pretty well by now. There's a few different Discord groups I'm in with, like some of the bigger servers and even other alliances and stuff. And we compete hard, but it's not like it was at first when no one really knew each other, and it was kind of like I don't like them and stuff. It's kind of like I can't wait to try and beat you, but it's all good afterwards. So the game's done well in that sense of community, at least in our server range, of kind of having that cohesion to just enjoy the game, have fun.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what the game about. Hey, Stick was asking, are you able to call Stick on here, or do we got to go into a separate chat? You call me, so I don't have an option.
I wouldn't be able to figure that out. Do you want to call me back and try it?
I could have sworn we had. Let me. I know we had a chat before. Let me see if I can do this. Oh, we didn't have a chat before. But I just created one, so I'll see if he answers. Can you hear me? Hello. Hey.
Hello?
Hey.
Are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Wait, where's Goose?
Oh shit, I lost him. Heard my voice and he ran.
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah. Wait.
Hello.
There he is. Now we got him.
There you go.
Sexy voice.
Hey, Steve. I was just about to get into the part where I remember when I was bigger than you and I used to burn you back in the day.
Yes, I remember those days.
Season 2, way back in the day. I finally got I finally got to Zero Aubrey at Winter Storm. I totally caught him slipping, and I sent him a message, and I was like, I can now retire happy because Abria is one of the single hardest guys to land a shot on. I had a whole season. I tried to snipe him for 24 hours a day for a month, and I could not land a shot on the guy. So I finally got him in Winter Storm. We had another 18 in there. I forget who. And he was having to send out all his squads because it was really close. And I ported right next to him and got him. So
Oh man,
it was
I'll
good
have
times.
to-
That was just last week.
I'll have to ask him about that. I know he's super
Yeah,
competitive,
me
dude.
too.
He just goes, his eyes go red and he sees blood and yeah, he's something
Forever
else.
on
He's so fun.
Yeah, I actually had lunch with him yesterday.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, he lives up. He's a good hour away from me, but I was up at going around, and I texted him, said, "Hey, what you doing?" And he said nothing. And I said, "Let's go grab lunch." So worked out.
I forgot you guys aren't too far from each other.
Yeah, I got a few people. There's another two, I think, moving here soon.
Oh, really?
And yeah, so I'll be probably going to lunch with them too.
Gotcha. Man, if only I'd known you. Okay, never mind. That was 5 years ago. Was the last time I was out there. I was gonna say, if only I knew you 5 years ago, but
So what you been up to, Goose?
Nothing much. I was telling Shaka we just integrating the new team, new people to server. The Capital War, we had a really good one. Everyone kind of adjusted well. We built chemistry quick, executed our strategy, and we're able to win it. So that was fun, kind of just getting to bond with people. Lots of good players came over, and they haven't won a Capital War before, so everyone was super fired up. So good times in
that's
82 right now.
I was gonna say I see Art and EOM, Mr. Chuck Norris. Yep. Clam joined you guys? I just noticed that.
Yeah, he did. He's great.
Yeah, Hulk went over, right?
See.
Yep. Yeah.
Dude,
That's
it would have
awesome.
been Florida Man's there. Man, it would just be so much fun if they did like a Champions Warzone duel tournament.
Yes, I totally agree with that. Yeah, there's been.
Yeah, I mean, at this point in the game, Warzone's my personal favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I know seasons are obviously the big focus for the alliances and stuff like that, but there's nothing like coming together as an entire server.
Mm-hmm.
Even people that not everyone gets along every single day in the server, but coming together and everyone's kind of just putting all that stuff aside and going hard and doing well. But yeah, Champions one would be amazing, especially with you guys and 123, 166. If we face
81.
Guitar's team, yeah, if it would go high enough to reach Guitar's team, that'd be incredible
Oh
matchup with
yeah.
you guys and them. So, I mean, I would watch it.
Oh man, that would see that. I think that's you look at other games that have like these big tournaments that they promote. They're like, hey, come watch the whatever you call it, whatever you want to call it, and they promote it, they stream it, and like they have control of the view and they can like show what's going on. Like that would be big. Like that would draw so many people and make people want to go play on these servers or whatever it may be. It's just like a huge miss in my opinion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it needs to be discussed for sure. I think it could be brought up, and they just they don't think of that stuff sometimes.
100%. Dick, they listen to you though, bud.
They don't
Yeah,
listen to
right.
me.
No,
Even if they don't do anything about it, at least they'll listen to you.
Yeah, I think PT has a lot of pull too. Sometimes he does a lot of analysis and things like that, and chats with them and everything else. So
Oh yeah.
I've had talks with them about the VIP 19 and a couple of things like that. They put up some ideas and what I thought of, and I give them some ideas too. But
I love Qatar's response to that. Do you remember that stick?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
Yeah.
he is just so over it at that point. It was so stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so Goose, you about
But
to hit?
I actually told one of the things I did tell the devs on when you get to that level, a lot of guys start changing their names, right? And I don't know if you guys have noticed on Abria, his name is the B is a different style B because
Mm-hmm.
someone stole his name when he was changing it all the time.
Yeah.
So you can't get that name back. You don't get the name back. And I did tell him, I said, hey, but once you hit a VIP 18, I think you should like lock in that name because it's
Retire the
I think.
jersey.
That's a great, yeah, that's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so nobody can take it. But then we still have the ability to change, right? Like we can change it, but we always have that name. Nobody could ever take it. So that was one of my things for that to see if they could add that in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a fantastic idea. We're in a name stealing war with BZA right now. We have them in verses this week. So
I
they were
remember doing
mocking us,
that.
and then JTF changed his name. There were like 3 people
I
change
saw that. I
different
just saw
versions.
that. Yeah.
We'll give it back. I hope he's not watching this. We want him to worry a little bit, but
I saw that. I'm
we're
like,
having a
wait,
good
hold
time
on.
with it.
Uh,
But so
that's
yeah, but
funny.
that's a fantastic idea.
Did you have Qatar and DS recently?
Yeah, he roughed us up, man.
Yeah, that would be a tough
Uh,
squad to go against.
it was. I mean, they're really good. Not. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
they're good as individuals, and they make good reads on where to go.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we set up this plan that was basically totally fluid to work around them. But they were making adjustments live. I would assume they were on voice because they were quick to adjust. We did have like a 10-minute span, like the middle third of it, where we controlled more than them, but we started off behind. We started coming back a little bit, and then by
Mod, you're
the
crazy,
end,
dude.
they just wore us out. But yeah, real smart player. He doesn't, try tricks of the trade to bait him and
Mm-hmm.
the
No,
ABT or
yeah, he
whatever.
doesn't fall for that.
Yeah,
Yeah, ABK.
yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
don't. I mean, they've seen it all,
yeah.
So,
They're the
um,
kings of baiting and burning people. So.
yeah, everything we were trying on them, they've already done to people hundreds of times. So,
Yep. Yep.
um, they're really good. They're super good. And then I started watching Guitar's channel on his fighting, and I was like, yeah, that's the right move in that situation. And it seems like he's just a really good decision maker. So yeah, we had a lot of fun. Hulk,
Mm-hmm.
he was a semi. He's like Stick. He kind of really shot up like after season 2,
Yep.
so he had that time where he wasn't the biggest player. So he did a really good job of managing the tight spots. Um, especially when you have 2 5, almost 600 THP players port next to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
About 500. You got to be really smart about how you're tapping that button, or you're going quick. So he played super well.
Yeah.
Uh,
I was going to say
but yeah,
Hulk.
it was a good
Hulk
time.
is he's pretty quick with it. And one of the first times that I saw him really play like that was whenever we actually got PT in Desert Storm, and it was just him versus PT, and PT was I think like 50 million hero power bigger than him, 50, 60 or something like that at that time, and I was like, oh man, this is going to be rough. And then we just happened to got, I don't want to say lucky, but we just happened to make some pretty good plays, and Hulk was just going crazy with the ports and just being smart, getting away from them. Just made it
Yeah,
happen.
it really comes down to timing, like where
Mm-hmm.
you have to try to send the right squad and keep your defense on wall when your guys' ports are overlapping. And if you can get your port to expire right when he ports next to you, you hop to the other side, and then it just becomes a distance battle. So he's got to make the choice of hitting your base or going for the settlement. So yeah, he did a phenomenal job at that. And that was something I was our biggest player before that. This guy's going to catch me in 2 weeks. He's on it right now.
Mhm.
As our second biggest player. But I was doing it, and then I was like excited. I was like, oh man, I'm not the main anchor anymore. And I was like, oh, I hope Hulk kind of just plays to try and win instead of just burning bases. And
Mhm.
I knew he was a good player, but he's even better than I thought. So he's been a phenomenal addition, and it's really been fun for myself and Sky to play different roles in our events and stuff like that. We have a little bit more freedom.
Mhm.
I just tell a whole, you do what you got to do, and I'll just adjust around you. So it's fun strategy just watching him and say, okay, he's here and he's in this situation, so I focus on this and stuff like that. It's more of a counter reaction to him. So it's made the game, fun in a new way for myself. And it's been a good time.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I'm kind of mad that Stick doesn't do Desert Storm or Winter Storm or Canyon Storm with me. It's a
Are you
lot.
on A or B?
I usually do the later one.
Oh yeah, I will
Yeah.
be in tomorrow morning on the
Oh,
Canyon
okay.
Storm one, and then
Okay.
I'll probably be on DS as well. But
Okay.
yeah, I wasn't playing for a bit just because, to be honest with you, I was eating up so many diamonds because I
Mm-hmm.
do a lot of speed ups, So then I was like, okay, I got to replenish a little bit here.
Well,
Yeah, every week like that, it's a lot. So
I was kind of wondering too. I'm like, what do you need the rewards out there for at that point?
what
I
do
mean,
I need? What the rewards?
yeah, like what is there in there that like you really,
Oh, there isn't. It's just for fun,
yeah. No,
for
yeah, I
me.
mean, that's
Yeah,
kind of what I
I
was
want
thinking.
to
I was,
win.
yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, you're playing for fun, but I was like, oh, maybe he's just out letting people like somebody else get rewards or something. Because yeah, I mean, there's
Well, a little
not.
bit of that too, yeah. But I mean, I love
Mhm.
the speed up blowouts and all that stuff. You knock out four guys on
just
this
being
silo or whatever.
just being a bully. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I got used to playing with Deer and King whenever we'd go in in Hulk too. You have the big and they draw the focus of the other bigs typically. So then it's like you versus the smaller guys, and obviously Goose, you're not a small guy by any means. But then that opens you up to clear out other people and burn the smaller players or hold different points. And so it's just yeah, you're playing different positions depending on your power, different responsibilities, and being able to switch that. And
Yeah.
yeah, I've never
Well,
been
the one I just posted I went after Aubrey was out because he was getting surgery or whatever, and so of course, the next one we got is two VIP 18s in there. And I'm going great. I got to take on two guys, but I did, and they end up just giving up. So I
war of
did post that on
attrition.
YouTube. Yeah.
Hey, Stick, what's your favorite event right now? What are you digging in the game?
Um, the Street Rush. No.
Oh, dude, you had me there for a second. I was like, what?
Yeah, I'm glad my team's good at it because I don't even play it at all.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Shit. No, I do love I do like Canyon Storm, honestly, because especially when you go 20 against 40, it's a challenge, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean, that's like, okay, now you got to go, you got to think smart, but then you do use a lot of, for me, again, like use a lot of gems,
Mm-hmm.
because I do like to just attack, but there is a strategy behind it. We played against, it's a K55 on a DS game, and we were so freaking close. And they had a strategy, and I won't say it on here because it's secret. But they had a strategy, and then at the end they beat us by like 50 and
Mm.
50,000, and I was like, holy shit! I didn't even think about that. And so
Oh.
now we've been testing it, so we're testing it a bit to see if it'll work for
I
us.
wonder if that's what I'll message you later. I'm wondering if it's the same one I'm thinking
Yeah,
about.
you're gonna give it up, aren't you?
Yeah, no, I won't say it. Um, Yeah,
It is
so
fun to
I.
see the different strategies. You know, different sized teams call for different strategies and different
Mhm.
matchup situations. So
Yep.
it is, even when you lose, it's kind of fun when you get shocked and you're like, "Damn, how do they do that?" And then you're trying to figure it out and you're learning something new. It keeps the game fun. So I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other thing I like about it too, in those different game modes, especially like Canyon Storm, if you're on the alpha side or whatever it is, the rule bringer side, and you have to do those 2v1s or 3v1s, I think it helps with Warzone dual strats too, because if you jump in and you're surrounded by others, you know, knowing those strategies on how to take out people without getting ported or whatever it may be, I think it's pretty useful for that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it's really fun. I love Canyon too. I don't know how it works to the algorithm and the mechanics, but the way it's set up, it's meant to be like really close at the end. It seems like I feel like almost all of ours are
Yes.
super close at the end. So whether you win or lose at the end, you always have that rush that I think
Mm-hmm.
most of us enjoy about the game, where it's competitive almost in almost every situation.
Well,
Exactly.
they changed the scoring recently. I think you get like different points now compared to what it was a couple of months ago. Because I remember when I was on 71, even if we controlled like the center and like one or two of the outer buildings, we were still losing because the other teams would hold like multiple smaller buildings, and so we just couldn't get the points. But now it's like flipped, and it's like unless you hold all of the buildings and some of the interior buildings, if you're on the like the team of 40, you're not going to win. Which I thought that was pretty interesting.
It's more like Winter
Well,
Storm, where the middle is almost everything.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Well, it's funny. I went out to lunch with Arbia. He goes, well, yeah, you know that the what is the upper building that on that one? He said, that's a multiplier, right? And I said, what? He goes, yeah, it multiplies your points.
Yep.
And I said, I didn't know that. And I was like, now I know why everybody goes for it.
Yep.
So I never went for it. I always just went for the oil refineries because I'm like, okay, that's I'm getting a lot more points per, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the
Anyway,
info
so yeah,
center?
huh?
Is it the info center? Are you talking about?
Well, I would go for the oil refineries, the two that would pump. You get like 50. I'm sorry, I'm talking Desert Storm right now.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what I was.
I get those two. I take those and keep those all the time. And then, but the one above that, I can't remember the damn name. Sorry, I'm actually doing 3 versus 3
The
right now.
science
Yeah,
hub and info center. Yeah.
yeah. So then he said the other one, I guess, speeds up your teleport time. I didn't even know that. I was like, damn, man. I feel like I'm a newbie here.
Yeah,
But
it's
anyway, so
fun.
now
It's
my
fun when
now
we're
my
playing a
strategies
bigger
would be a little
team.
bit different.
When we're playing a bigger team, I'll zip one down to the science center so that people can move around more. But when we're the stronger team, I don't pay much attention to it.
Oh, okay.
Um, like kind of just basic rule of thumbs. I don't get super technical with it, but it's kind of just like a 2 layer deep decision making.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it depends on if you really need to get the points or try to stop them from stacking the points. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. What do you guys? I'll be streaming the new 3v5 this Saturday. What are you guys thinking about that so far? I don't know if you guys
Yeah,
really pay
I've
much
been watching
attention.
your videos to get more and more wrap my head around it. I want to see how sensitive the mechanics are.
Mm-hmm.
Like what is it? I'm assuming we're going to be an attacker. We're the second strongest alliance probably, but probably the strongest server. So, but we didn't win because it was before we had Hulk. So I think we'll be the attacker. So I'm going to be really interested to see how easy those buildings get destroyed as an attacker versus a defender to really wrap my head around it first. So I'll probably be asking you questions if you're in it live.
Yeah, I'll just be because I'll probably just plant my little account somewhere and do some things. Oh wait, I need to do Secret Mobile. But I'll probably mostly just be watching and seeing how the buildings function and what the strategies are, like who's going to defend which ones, because you have the ones that are close to getting blown up already, or the ones that are not anywhere close. And you have those two different mechanics working against you. So if they're high and you're trying to defuse them, it's going to take you a lot longer to defuse them, because your diffusing time gets longer the longer you're in it. So it works against you. And then the same thing, if it's got a long way to go, it's going to take you a long time to blow it up. So it's certainly going to be interesting to see what happens there.
Your question for you: are you seeing it more like a furnace from like seasons 2 through 4, where the defender reinforces it, and as soon as they get knocked out, any shot landed when it's clear is damage?
No, so it's like capturing points. So think of like DS or like Warzone Duel. You go in there and you start getting points.
Capture mechanic. Okay.
Yeah. So if you're sitting in there as the attacker, you're going to be installing the bomb, and you're getting that meter filled. And once it hits 100%, boom, the building's done. Then you move on to the next one. You can't be, it's just done. You get those points for destroying it. So as a defender, if it's close, you got to make the decision of, okay, we're going to try to sit there and hold it off as long as we can, or we're going to sit on the ones that are not anywhere close to be destroyed and let them get the easy ones, but then, slow them down on these other ones. So that it's going to be, I think, a big learning curve for a lot of people. I think the biggest thing is definitely going to be for the defenders figuring out how you're going to split people up, because you only have 3 alliances or 3 servers, but you have 4 different corners to cover. So, how are you going to split it up with, it's going to be alliances or by player power. I don't know. You put the 4 strongest players on 4 corners, and yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like their goal is to waste time, like the attacker's time.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're just trying to stall you out, essentially, is how I'm thinking of it, at least. Where they're probably going to try to pick, targets that they think you're going to target and try and buy time. They're going to have to let some go, but they're going to have to try and read you on where you're going to go, try and get there and eat up as much time as possible, while still holding,
yeah, because you have,
it's interesting.
So yeah, you have an hour. So the first 2 weeks are going to be completely different from the last week. So the first 2 weeks, you're just trying to hold on for that hour to keep as many buildings from being destroyed as possible. Because if it's not destroyed before that hour, it doesn't count. So it doesn't matter what the percentages are. So from a defense standpoint, it's the thought of, okay, how many buildings do we want to give up versus keep safe to keep their destruction number low? And then the week 3 is when it switches, because you're fighting over one building, so everybody's focused. So if you're the defending faction, you probably have more of an advantage here anyways. But you have to keep, if you get the meter to 0 on the defense side, it's over. It's like same thing like Warzone Duel, first to 100% wins. It starts at 50%. If you get it to 0's defense, you win. If you get 100% as an attacker, you win. So
yeah, it's just like a capital war, and they're trying to get it down to 0, and you're trying to get it up to 100.
Yep. So that the third week is,
they're essentially just trying to make it go an hour and not let you get it up to.
Yeah, as the defense. Yeah. You either want to get it to 0, end it, or just keep it from going 100. And then
got it.
Because you have to destroy the buildings to get the destruction points, otherwise you get nothing.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it'll be one of those things. It's definitely gonna be a big learning curve for everybody, but
Mm-hmm.
it'll be fun. The funnest part about these events, I'm sure for you too, Stick, is just hunting on Saturdays is fun, but dealing with all the shields and the amount of time, and if you have families and stuff to
Yep.
do, it's you get in there for an hour and just go at it. You get your fix and you move on with your day.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. They're doing something like that to
Yeah,
keep
it's nice.
us
It's not like two,
occupied.
3 hours. Yeah, yeah. That's the nice part about it.
Yeah.
There'd be a lot of crazy fights going on in that hour for sure. You
Yeah.
got 8 servers in that area, or I
See, I
guess they're
think
going to be
they could
spread out.
even
But yeah.
have. I think they could even have even some more winter storms too. Where it's just different more times within. It's all kind of free play, really. And you're
Mm-hmm.
playing. You're starting to meet guys and servers that are way out there.
Mm-hmm.
700s or whatever. So I don't even
Well,
know if 700. I think like 500, but
I think yeah, if they did something, you have your daily rewards, whatever. But then if you open it up to keep people engaged, especially like competitive players, having like a leaderboard of players with like the most wins or most
yep.
points for the day or whatever, I think that would keep like you guys, Qatar, whoever, you guys would be in there as often as you could, trying to find each other and beat each other.
Yeah, it's like a lot of it's testing too, right? You want to test with somebody else and see what they're
Mm-hmm.
doing different and all of that. But even Abria says that too. It'd be like in Winter Storm, he goes, I can care less if we're going to win it or not. I find the big guy and I just test with him, And
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, if they had a little bit more of that, because it's funny for me. It's the weirdest thing. Right? I've been playing this game for how long, and I go to a coffee shop in the morning, and this guy I've been talking to him for like I don't know how many years, and then one day he used to play Rise of Kingdoms, I think it was called,
Oh yeah.
and yeah, he played that for like 4 or 5 years, and then he goes, "Yeah, I started this new game," and I was like, "Oh, what's that called?" He's like, "It's Last War," and he was like in server 1891 or something like that, right? And I go, "Are you kidding me?" I go, "That's what I've been playing," So anyway, he's now in 96, right? We call him Noob Stick, and so anyway, he plays there, but he's like scared to go in Winter Storm. And I go, "Dude, those are the ones you have to play. You can learn. It's free troops. You're not having
Mm-hmm.
to, pay for speed ups and all this stuff. So he's like, oh, I didn't know that. A lot of people don't know that. When I first started, I was using healings at the very. I'm like, damn, I'm using all my speed ups, in Winter Storm, and I was like, what the fuck. And I go, I can't keep this
Yep,
up.
I did that too.
Yeah,
Been
so I
there.
wish they would explain it a little bit better on that, or the alliances need to explain that to the guys because a lot of them don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, that's I made that mistake, and I get a bit frustrated in Winter Storm at times too, where I'm like, what's my teammate doing? Why did they leave that point? They just left the building with like 2,000 points in it. I'm like,
yeah,
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 I just
yeah.
like
Your
yelling.
alliance needs to communicate it for sure and say this is what our plan is and so forth. And so if they're communicating and telling you what to do and why we're doing it, then they understand the game a little bit more. So.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys do any sort of we call it free play, and then we call it like team play. Like team
I
play is when
don't
we have
think
fixed
holding the
strategy,
capital
which
does anything
we
for
do in
soil in
Capital
season
Wars
two.
and Canyon Storm, and then
I
free
don't.
play we have I'm sorry, Desert Storm and Capital War team play. The free play is Canyon Storm and Meteor, where it's like, okay, let's take the concept we learned from here, and we just want people to make good decisions, and we'll talk about it afterwards and stuff like that. Do you guys do anything like that?
Well, I know in Canyon right now we're basically this is the strategy. This is where you're going. After this, you go here, and it's all planned out, right?
Yeah.
Desert Storm is kind of unified a little bit of in a sense like this is what you need to do. I hop around a little bit, like he'll basically say the smaller guys stay here, but the bigger guys hop around if you want to. so it's a little bit of a free play for the bigger players. But then a meteorite, that one's definitely go wherever the hell you want and get it. We get where you can.
Yeah, yeah, it's fun. It's a fun mix, and you're getting better. You have, for people that like a lot of structure, they get that in one event, and then the people that just want to hop around and kind of just play situations as they come, they get that in a different event. So it's cool to hear that you guys are doing that too, in some similar sense as us.
Yeah, well, the even a meteorite, like I always try to go for first, but then you really realize your first one you play. Let's say I get first or whatever, and then we get all of our rewards. So the next one, it's like, okay, well, I really should just be like protecting the guys. I could just sit there and throw 3 teams out and leave one on me, and in most cases, I don't really get hit, and then but I'm protecting them to let them keep you know, their meteors.
Yeah, that's fun. That's fun.
Um,
Hulk play is very similar. I'm not quite big enough where I can just throw everything out and sit around. There's always enough players in there big enough to get me. So um, people are like, "Can you help me?" I'm like, "I can't really help you. I'm not quite that big, but it's fun that you guys do that, and you and Hulk, and I'm sure Aubrey and PT do it as well."
yeah. Well, that one I was talking about, that Desert Storm with the 2 VIPs. I was going hard. And I had all my teams out. Same thing like we were talking with Aubrey when you hit them, but I had all my teams out, and then this one smaller guy just popped next to me. He hit me like 3 times, almost got me. I was able to shoot one back and protect myself, but I don't know. Not that I want to talk about YouTubes, but I did post a video of that, a little funny of that, where he was a little ninja and he kind of ran over to me, and I just kind of kicked him off. you know, and I sent him the video. I go, here, dude. I poked a little fun. I hope you're okay with it. Oh yeah, that's awesome, dude. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
So,
you respect it. He went for it, right?
I do
Interesting.
respect that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember a small player. I got super loose in a Capital War one time, more than I usually do, and I got zeroed by a small player that was in a mine right next to me, and I'm like, I'm an idiot. I sent the
Oh
guy a
shit.
message, and I was like, good play.
Oh,
I remember some of the wars back in '76. I don't know who the hell it was. It was a guy like level 10. And then he would just pop in the middle of the freaking war and he just send out Gump. And he knew like these guys didn't have walls on. He would zero these guys out. And it's like, who the hell is this guy? And and he was just zeroing bases because we had them all out. And I was like, man. So
Yeah, that's fun. That's fun. You need players like that.
you
That's
do.
awesome.
Yeah.
Or like whether you're a white or a blue that's maybe a little smaller, you can have huge impact on the game if you make a good decision, the opportunity, and take it.
Mhm.
Like we've had whites take out VIP 18s before and similar things. Caught them, 4 squads out, and if you zero
Yep.
them, it takes about 5 minutes to get back in position and get your squads all adjusted right again before they can get back. That goes a long way
And
in
then
close fight.
if they bulldoze your space, then you're effed, right? You're like, oh my god, he
Yeah,
got me out of my close spot, and
Mhm.
then they took your spot. Well,
yeah.
Yeah, they could have done that. I don't know if you guys saw that huge war with, I think it was Justin, and it was like 200 or 220. I think it was 220. And it went down to the wire. And Justin, at one point, I think he had sent out all 3 of his teams. And I'm like, if somebody would have sent their squads over, they could have ported them
yeah.
and the fight would have been over. Yeah.
He does that all the time, though. I don't know if you
Yeah.
watch some of the stuff.
Yeah.
I got him a
Yeah.
couple of times in the storm, and it's like I zeroed him. I don't know how many times. It's like, dude, you're not playing smart here. You gotta, I'm not like I'm just parking right next to you.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
I don't know if there was like a truce not to port bases or what, but I'm like, man, somebody could have been the hero, and
So
carried him off.
honestly, I have not heard of the truce of not porting bases for a long time. Probably before you were able to bulldoze, right? That's when those were set. Now that the bulldozing can happen, I haven't heard anybody request that. Like, don't hit bases or whatever. prior to that, they would say that, hey, no, don't hit bases. Let's just go apples to
Yeah.
apples, wherever.
Yeah.
But now it's like it's a completely different game. With the bulldozing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a fun element, and it makes those engineers they're super important. And
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
those whites,
Super
they're
annoying.
a good white
they are.
can be a great player for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
Well, hey
Stick,
guys,
so
I
what do
got to
you
step.
like better? Do you?
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead and ask.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to pick your brain. What do you like better, the map format for season or the furnace format?
The Alliance Center. You're talking about Alliance Centers?
Yeah, the
For
Alliance
the,
Center. Yeah.
Oh shit, I don't know. Do you mean the Alliance? Oh, the Alliance Centers? Is that what you said?
Yeah, like season 2, 3, and 4, where you have your alliance building, and you take turns being the defender and attacker for the season fights, or do you like the map fighting more like we just had in season 5?
I kind of like season 5, to be honest with you. But it got boring for a lot of people, right? Because they couldn't really maneuver and do whatever. But there's a lot of trick there. Again, with that is because I find, again, I go back to the bulldozing, like with 150 in season 5 for us. They're like, well, you got, all your guys, you got 3 other servers coming after us. I was like, we're not. We're parked in the mud. They're only parked there. So if you would have gone in there with your whites in there and flooded the mud and got us away from that space, we would have been so much slower going in, right? And we wouldn't have been able to take the spaces as fast. So there's
mm-hmm.
definitely strategy, and they were not doing the strategy. They were just getting pissed off and blaming it that, oh shit, we're too powerful and we have 3 or 4 servers against them and all that shit. So, but I kept saying, hey, you guys you're not looking at it right.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I think they
Yeah.
could fix and redo with season 5. There was a lot of potential, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. I mean, but there is strategy, right? And then the other one, there is alliances, of course, with different servers, people and all of that. And
mm-hmm.
obviously we knew 107 in there, and then just 150 was just total dicks. And then they were to their own alliances within the server. I mean, shit. What is it called? L4P. They completely left the server after that, you know, and they kind of joined with us and helped us out in a way, blocking and doing whatever. So there is some strategy to all of that. I don't understand any of that, to be honest, Goose. It's like, PT, he puts together
The
charts and shit.
strats.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, just tell me where to be,
Yeah.
and what time.
I mean,
So
what 196 had it down. We just moved through them too quickly. They were in the mud so fast, and we had enough time before the war started to clear out a lot of them.
yeah, yeah. Who was their big
Yeah,
again? I
I
can't
think
remember their big.
Jimmy.
Jimmy, yeah. I don't know if he played the whole time
Jimmy was
either, because I didn't really see him. And then honestly, I slept in by accident. And I'm glad Nit took over, but I popped in way late. I came in like at 20 minutes, and we were already like 60% over like 5. I'm like, what the hell happened? I'm like, Jesus.
Well, at least it starts a little bit later now, so
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that all helped you because you guys were doing it rounds. I watched all those fights. You guys did it the rounds before, so they felt like, hey, we can't let them do it to us. So it forced them to
mhm.
go even earlier,
Yeah.
but it left enough time for you guys to get in space.
And that,
We kind of had a port in debacle with 86, and we started in a big hole where we kind of like half ported in and
mhm.
not everybody, and we were totally exposed. And they had a really good port in strategy. But it's fun, it's the port in strategy is becoming a really big piece of those capital wars. It can swing you,
Mhm.
15-20%, and in a close match, that's the difference. So
Yep.
Yeah.
um,
Yep.
cool to see that become part of it.
Yeah, I was going to say if we didn't go over right away, and they had started that, say, even just 5 minutes later, it probably would have created an even bigger headache because then we were still clearing bases when the war started. And you know how it is. I mean, as soon as you start having to clear bases and that slow attack, and then their engineers are keeping those spots, and they can just continue to spawn back in there, and you get that cycle, and that's what really kills momentum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. Like if you have engineers in there that are, let's say they flood the mud, right? And then we go and we start wiping bases, but they're bulldozing and they're popping right back in. We're just slowing us down over and over. And if the bigs can't get in close and hit that center all the time, continuously, yeah, you slowed it down dramatically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it can make a big difference. Yeah, the engineer clearing the spots, it's a huge strat, and then of course their whole strat of changing names too and going to the airplane skin. That's definitely a mind game. I don't know if you guys done that with top?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
we have. We did the ILI and stuff too.
Yeah.
It helps. It definitely helps. As president, I had the crown, so
Yeah.
we did. I think our first time we did it against 81. So Root could find me easy. But it helped Sky at the time, and it really helped like our purples. Um,
Mhm.
because they're kind of the ninjas of the mud.
yeah.
Good purples are so big in Capital War because they just control so much. Um, so yeah, it really helps. I think the purples and blues, them really holding their spots and not knowing who's who and stuff like that for
Mhm.
sure. I think people kind of figure out who the golds are, but definitely the purples and blues.
I the first time that we ran against EIT and Root in the OG days, that was the first time I've seen somebody ping pong their way through the entire war zone during a capital war. I just remember seeing his troops just hitting all these bases, just clearing an entire side of a battlefield. Nobody was stopping them. The dude was just a complete menace. He just lived for burning bases and killing people, killing troops, and yeah, he didn't care who was in the path.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the first time we faced him, he must have hit me like 200 times. It was he was just there for and those were before the faster. Now Capital War shortened the time. That was back
Hmm.
in the longer time frame, so full hour and a half of him just hitting me over and over and over and over again the first time we faced him.
Wow.
But yeah, he'll stick on you.
Did you have your wall up?
Yeah, I did. I managed it pretty tight. I had to stay closer to me, more focused on
Yeah.
Cannon than Capital. If he would go to the Capital, I would go to the Capital, but I would just kind of have to keep it tight and then play how he plays, kind of to manage my defense.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So in a way, it kind of helped us because he was stronger than me. So it was net positive because if he wasn't
Hmm.
going to Capital and was focused on me,
Yep.
or if he was sending a non-guerrilla squad to the Capital, it made it softer for the rest. But I think they had especially at that time they had so much depth. I think he was banking on their depth more than that.
Uh,
So
well, see, that's what I think most other bigs think. They're like, okay, I'm just going to keep zeroing him, or I'm gonna empty his drill grounds, and
Hmm.
then he's not going to be able to fulfill. And eventually, I'm going to just wipe him out, and he's going to fucking quit, right? And it's like, well, yeah, I'll be honest with me. I'm not quitting. Right, you're going to hit me the whole time. I'm gonna just refill. You're
yep,
gonna.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna keep going.
every
So,
diamond, every speed up if you have to.
yeah, yep, exactly. I'm just gonna go till I freaking you ain't moving me. Then and even that one time with Joy when they're sitting there and they're just hitting me constantly over and over and over. I mean, shit, that went on for like 45 minutes, and then they finally got me. But I was like down to 1,000. Like one more hit was going to take me out, but I was like that for like 35 minutes. You know,
Yeah.
so it has got
Gotta
me at a
use-
good time. At a good
You got to
time.
use
You know?
those gems and heal yourself back up. It drove me
Yeah.
crazy when I would go to port somebody and then I'd send my team out and then they'd heal themselves back up and then come hit me and I'm like, son of a.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a fun of it, man. I don't know if you saw the Ouija one, you know, or we're
Mhm.
going with him and trying to get him and back. And I mean, it went on, I think, an hour, and we got him maybe 4 times, not zeroed him. We just hit him and broke his wall. But you know, we
I
went
saw
for
it,
an
yeah.
hour. Yeah, and then he kind of, you could tell he's like, okay, I'm done. You know, I'm gonna go shield up. Let me hop around. But he let us have fun. You know, we both went at it, and you know, it was cool. But that's the fun of the game. You know.
So
It is.
if you guys had a choice, what would that be the next big update? Would you guys want to see? What addition would you want to see them add for content?
Like
Oh,
extra
in the game?
power or like a game feature?
Oh well, extra power. I know a
Probably
lot of you
another
guys are kind of
overlord.
another overlord. Went right
Yep.
to the overlord.
Yeah. Well, it was talked about how long ago that there's some
Yeah,
eagle
like
coming out
8
or
months ago.
whatever. Yeah, but I didn't. There, someone go, "Oh, it's an eagle." I'm like, well, it actually would make sense. It's like a mammoth or a, you know,
Hmm.
like that, you know, one of those, you know.
Yeah.
And then I would thought, okay, they're gonna provide an overlord for each 3 teams, just like they do at the end of you know, versus there. And
Mhm.
you know, so I just thought they would do that, and then they could just build those up and add power to each team, and that's what I thought they would end up doing.
Yeah,
I mean, as for my size, I personally love nothing this round because I get to make up some ground on the Stickmans of the world and tactical because they're all finished and make it a little bit closer, a little bit more competitive. So I think for this off season, it was a good pause, but obviously that will change. Another overlord adds an interesting dynamic. What's fun about one overlord is when it's out, there's an exposure element, so it adds like a tactical thing. If there's a
Mhm.
second one, then you know any VIP, high VIP 17 and all VIP 18s, it's going to be really hard to burn them in almost any scenario. Um, so so what I would think is they haven't done anything with gear. You know, it's just been
Don't say that.
mystical. Yeah. But I don't know if like, you know, a black gear or something like that, or some sort of like gear honor
platinum.
wall, or you know, something to do. A lot of people have extra ores now. I'm doing my fourth right now, but
I'm just
it'd be interesting where you can choose to put it all your whatever type of prints it is and or on one squad or spread it out 2 or 3. Something
Mhm.
that adds some versatility to the game. Um, I don't know if I have my idea figured out, but something along those lines, something that keeps like a versatility factor.
Yeah.
see for me, the thing that drives me nuts is headquarters 40 and having heroes at 200. That would be fine if they ended it at headquarters 40, round numbers for stuff instead of like 175 on the heroes and 35 for these building levels. That's just me though, and because I got 53 million oil to use.
I think that's a
Well, let's
popular
see.
opinion for blues and purples too.
Mm.
It makes everybody in the middle, you know, blues and purples, if you consider them the middle, it makes them all equally a little bit stronger, so they have a little bit more defensive. So
Mm-hmm.
they can get squads out easier. Because right now, unless you're, you know, 270 total hero power, most people are getting burned when one squad's out.
Yeah,
So
true.
yeah, if they could have a little bit more defense and the attack and defense at the same time for more people would add some versatility. It would be more
Mm-hmm.
annoying for players my size, but I think it would make the game fun, a little more fun for the majority of players. So I don't know. It's an interesting concept too.
Basically, the protectors isn't that in a way? Like you're saying, because the smaller teams, when they had the protectors, they could burn us. They had a little
Yeah.
more power when they had those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something like that. The protectors, they're more offensive to speak because you can't defend with them, but it adds more versatility for smaller players to compete with. These
Yeah.
people are still, they're spending money too, and they're working really hard and things like that. So I know they love the chance to burn a VIP 17 or even a VIP 18 with a rally with protectors, stuff like that. It kind of
Yeah.
brings a life to things. Even if
Well, when the
Stickman
protectors
and maybe
came.
even guys like
Okay.
me suffer.
Yeah.
Oh, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Well, I was going to say when they first came out, I remember everybody, all the bigs were pissed off about it, right? Oh, you just gave the power to these guys to burn us and all that stuff. We spent all this money into the game and, all this stuff. But I thought it was like very strategic, right? It was like, well, now you have to work around this for the season. It wasn't off season, but for the season, you had to go, okay, how am I going to work around the potential of a 16 or a 17, VIP 16 or 17 coming and burning me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then when you did a rally with everybody, then you're like, oh shit, okay, now I got to port, and get the hell out of the way before I get hit. So it became a little bit more strategic for me. Granted, we'd have invested, and then sorry, I'm getting
Rogue.
text in the backside. We did
You're good.
invest. So you think, oh, we got all this power, now we're able to get burned.
Yeah,
Rogue.
no, it's hard to play with a lot of power too because you have to do a lot,
Yeah.
a lot coming at you.
Rogue Reacher said that they have that battle report framed still. Goose.
Oh yeah, yeah. She got me in a building in season 4.
So
She reminds me every few months too.
Oh, is that like
Hey
your?
guys, I gotta pop out. I'm a
Okay.
little longer than I was supposed to be. But yeah, it was
Tell
great
Yeah,
her.
chat
Tell her
with
I'm
you.
sorry.
good catching
Oh
up,
no.
Stick. I got a jam too, Shaka.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you got. Okay. All
It's
right.
all
Well, it was
good.
great chatting with you guys. It's always
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, thanks, Stick. I appreciate you having me as well, Shaka.
Yep. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining. We'll
All right,
chat
guys.
later. All right. Have a
All
good
right.
night.
Have a great
Bye.
night. Bye bye.
You too. Bye.
Well, that was a fun call. Yeah. This is a nice thing with, I mean, I don't love having reset be later, but the nice thing about it is like it works better with like schedules to do stuff like that, doing the account reviews, doing calls. I feel like when resets happening and I'm starting to stream, it's a little bit crazier. So yeah. Yeah, I mean you're talking about Stickman who's got was like 580 million hero power, and then Goose is at 360, 365 or something, and yeah, Goose's team, I didn't really get to talk to him too much about their Warzone duels and stuff, and I talked a little bit about it, but before they brought Hulk on, they didn't have anybody that was VIP 18. It was just some VIP 17, some 16s, but they were just very deep. They were very strategic with their Warzone stuff, and they were just a really, really tough server to beat in Warzone duels. And they happened to be able to get a gold seed in, which was pretty wild. Definitely worked out for them. And I personally don't have an issue with them getting a gold seed. Like I'll never say like, oh, that server does not deserve power. Like I will never say that. What I will say is that it's ridiculous that a server like theirs that dominates Warzone duels can get a gold seed, but then other servers that struggle cannot. Like that's the part that I'm like, it doesn't make sense that you're giving a server and teams that are already very, very good just because they have tons of depth. They don't have anybody really big, but they have tons of depth and they're very good. And this other team that doesn't have, maybe they have like a couple of guys that may be a little bit bigger, but they don't have as much depth, but then they can't get a gold seat. They can't get more purple seats. Like, it's just like, come on now. You're not really creating fair server. You're not creating fairness across servers because the servers that aren't doing well are still continuing to fall behind, where the servers that are doing well are only getting stronger. And a fair amount of scenarios, there's some that like fluctuate, but just like in general, the way they say it should work and the way that it works doesn't, like, they don't align. And so that's the part that frustrates me. Like, I think it's great that they got Hulk. I think it's great that they got that power. I would love to take them on head-to-head in Warzone duel. It's just fun whenever you got super competitive, strong servers that go at it. It's not fun when you show up and 30 people show up from the other side. That's not how Warzone duels should be. Oh, let's send these out. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. All right. I was trying to remember what I was working on over here. Let's go. So Lucius or Skylar? I'm trying to remember. Man. I'm gonna go this route. I think that is the route I'm gonna go. All right, what is in these boxes here? I got 30 of them. Yep. Okay, so it's got both of those. What's in here? Ooh, I could do Marshall. Marshall's got to be getting close. Oh, yeah. I just need one more tick on him. Heroes. I know it exceeds. All right, so now I just need to get a few more of his shards and I'll be good to go. Come on, pull it. Or not. Okay, whatever. That's right. Let's send trucks out later. We're good. Let's collect this stuff. All right, I'm gonna level up. Get my Morrison caught up here. Oh, Lucius. We're out. Oh, that's a bummer. I tried. What was that? 20 million? Thinking I would jump a little bit more in power, but I guess not. Guess I didn't really like do a whole lot there either. But definitely no music on. Energy loot. Could get shards from that. Market. We got next week. Oh, we got drone training pass. Sweet. Custom weekly. Oh. Be a good week next week. Okay. Let's do this. Let's see. I should be able to knock this out. Nope. Come on. Try this one. Let's go. Interrupted. 16. Probably be stuck right about there. I'd be amazed if I opened that and it was 100 shards again. All right. Well, I'm going to wrap this stream up. I need to go to bed. That was fun. Good times. Fun chatting with those guys. So we will be back tomorrow night. We'll have Canyon Storm and Desert Storm Friday night. Yeah. And then Saturday night, or Saturday morning, we'll have the new 3v5 fight going on. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm out of here, guys. Have a good night. I will see you all later.